So I was hearing a little bit about how this is one of your first stunt heavy projects. So of everything you had to do in 1978, what kind of, behind the scenes movie magic made you go like, huh, I can't believe that's what it takes to make it look like that on screen?
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of make believe. Specifically, I think in the first scene when the Sunnyvalers have like hung me up by the tree, which is just so cruel. But I have my hands up. There was no tension on that rope whatsoever. So everything that I was doing, that was just like me kind of make believing that there was any tension. Um, yeah. But it's amazing how that like can translate on screen because I remember watching that and being like, oh wow, that actually looks like it was hurting me. So yeah, I guess it worked.
I have to get into like the blood and gore of it all too. I want to know everything about shooting Ziggy and Cindy's last stand. Maybe first off there, given what you had just said about the opening, what can Lee do when you're on set filming something like that in order to make you feel, the intensity of a scene like that?
I mean, she's great, and just the energy that she created on set, and the way that she can like talk to you and get you like worked up and ready to go. It's great. And then also just, I mean, those killers were just so terrifying. So there's not a lot that you have to do because it's genuinely just so scary. And then we had amazing stunt coordinators that like told you exactly the specifics of how you should react, just in terms of like your movement and everything. So yeah, we had a lot of good people helping make sure that we sold it.
I warned you we're doing spoilers. I have to ask about, I guess, I don't know how else to phrase this, but the stabbiness of it all, because there are some really brutal kill scenes in the series leading up to that moment. But I guess I was just kind of shocked, and in a good way, I mean, by how long that lasted. And also the fact that they did that with your two characters in particular.
I know. I mean, it's brutal. Like my mom stopped watching at that point. She couldn't take it. Could not take it. And I couldn't either. I was just like, "Oh my God, it's very disturbing to watch this." But yeah, in the moment I really had no idea what was happening. Because obviously like my eyes were closed and like there was, blood everywhere, so seeing it how it actually looked was pretty cool. I'd never worked with mouth blood before, so that was an exciting first for me.
Sometimes we play a movie and TV themed Would You Rather, and that makes me think of one of the questions we often ask. And it's, would you rather have to fake sneeze or fake vomit in a scene? And let's throw in, would you rather have to fake sneeze, fake vomit, or fake cough up blood in a scene?
I mean, honestly, the coughing up blood, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. It was actually kind of fun. Um, yeah, so I guess I would have to do the coughing up blood because I think I've got that down at this point.
Can confirm. Did you get the chance to cross over at all with Gillian while you were shooting so you could discuss the character transition at all?
No, I still have never met her to this day.
You
So,
two are
I
so
mean,
convincing too.
oh, good. I'm so glad. Yeah, I hadn't even seen any videos of her performance, so I was really nervous. I was, just hoping that our interpretations of the character on paper were able to translate on screen in the same way and kind of carry over into the films and seem like the same person. And I was really glad that it did, and a lot of the characteristics were the same. But yeah, never met her, never discussed the character, but hopefully I get to meet her soon.
Yes, very, very, very impressive job. Well done in that department. So,
Thank you.
with this one, I know there was a lot of Stranger Things crossover in terms of the folks behind the camera and also in front of it. So, when you jump onto a set like this, does it kind of feel like an extension of that home or still a completely different project because it's a different story?
I mean, yeah, we filmed in Atlanta, so a lot of the crew was the same. And so that was really nice. It was kind of comforting to see these people that I was familiar with. And also, Lee, our director, is married to Ross, one of the Duffer brothers. So I had known Lee since I was like 14 years old. So it was really exciting to get to work with her because it was something that I had been wanting to do.
When did you first start talking about doing this project together?
The script just kind of got sent to me, like the audition got sent to me, and I was like, oh, I mean, it's Lee, like I have to do this, I have to go after this. And then I met with her, we read through some scenes, talked about the project, and then we did a chemistry read with Emily, who plays Cindy. And yeah, and then after that, we're like, okay, let's do this. And I'm just happy that it worked out.
Also, in the Stranger Things sphere, I do definitely see some similar qualities that Ziggy and Max share. just in terms of who they are as people. And I also have the loss of a sibling on my mind. So, having filmed this before going back to that, do you find that any qualities of Ziggy's are coming through when you're playing Max now?
It's hard to say, just because depending on what season, I feel like the characters, we have a lot of time, it being a series, the characters really grow and develop in each season. They're almost like a different person. Um, so I guess there are a few similarities. They're definitely two strong female characters. But one thing that I did take with me from Fear Street is just like my experience with stunts now. I feel like I've got a lot more experience, and that's helped me along the way.
I like that tease quite a bit. Also, I wanted to ask you something about the Stranger Things season 4 production schedule, because I know it was a very unique experience on that one. So, what would you say is one unique pro of filming season 4, something that's, better than ever? And then what's something that proved to be more challenging that you had to adjust to in order to overcome?
I mean, yeah, so we started filming season 4. I don't even know when it was, but it was before the pandemic, and then we got like a month of filming done. Then we had to stop for I guess 7 or 8 months, and then we came back to work, and things were like completely different. So I think the real challenging part was just adjusting to the new rules and the regulations that were in place on set. That was a big adjustment. But yeah, no, I think we were just all just so grateful to be able to work. And yeah, and we've been working for a while now, and creating something really amazing. The scale of the show just gets bigger and bigger each year. So yeah, it's just been really incredible to see where they're going with the storyline, which is, it's really amazing this year, and just how the stakes are just so much higher than they've ever been.
I don't envy you having to tease that all the time, but you got a lot of people out there so excited. And
Oh,
all
I
I want to
know.
do right now is tell everybody out there how good you are in Fear Street and how good Fear Street is overall. I freaking loved it and cannot convey that strongly enough.
Oh, thank you so much.